In 2.0, we established a beautiful foundation of placing our intention and attention on our spirituality through our daily practices. We now understand that fully experiencing and appreciating the moment with gratitude and awareness, whatever that moment may be, is spiritual living. These small moments of daily joy for me are the ones I find I am noting in my gratitude journal. In the Soul Art Masterclass, we build on our foundation of daily practices, keeping our practice of the law of the day from Deepak and David Simon's book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Yoga. But instead of the daily mantra, we will use a Mahavakya of the day as the mantra. A Mahavakya is a great utterance. I think of it as a super mantra. The Mahavakyas relate to our laws of the day, and you will see how beautifully they augment and enrich our practice. Mahavakyas have been used for thousands of years to expand consciousness and open the door to enlightenment. Using a Mahavakya is a journey of exploration and discovery where the great wisdom treasures are just waiting to reveal themselves to sincere seekers of truth. Like in 2.0, we will use a different Mahavakya mantra each day in meditation. If you have your own personal mantra, you can incorporate the mantra of the day along with your mantra. Here's how to layer these mantras. You silently repeat the sacred mantra Om, and then your personal bija mantra, then incorporate the mantra of the day, and end in Nama or Namaha. For example, for Sunday, Om, your bija, Aham Brahmasmi Nama. For Monday, Om, bija, Tattvam Asi Nama. For Tuesday, Om, bija, Sat Chit Ananda Nama, and so on. And for those who prefer to drop in and connect with spirit in other ways besides meditation, like prayer or spending focused quietude time in your art journal, time in nature, time with your gratitude journal, that's wonderful too. Choose practices that are right for you, but I would encourage you to try new practices on for size from time to time. If you are in the habit of meditating once a day, add another time of day when you drop in for a second meditation, chanting kirtan while you exercise or paint, regular gratitude journal time, the yoga asanas, and or add the pranayama sequence. Bookending your day with your practices is an ideal goal. As Reverend Michael at Agape says, we get to a point where life fits around our spiritual practices rather than fitting our spiritual practice into our lives. You can choose from all the practices you have at your disposal and keep recycling them to keep your practice vibrant and fresh. In the masterclass, we add, if you like, a practice of a few minutes of yoga asanas, Surya Namaskar with the 12 Surya mantras. I first learned these at the Chopra Center, but found an ancient origin to the practice. If you are not an experienced yogi, don't worry. Just assume the basic shape of the posture, and you will receive the benefits from the practice. Over time, you may notice you are developing more capability and flexibility. If you are an experienced yogi, you can follow this practice before your daily yoga practice. The yoga asana practice is brief, taking just a few minutes a day. There are 12 physical asanas of Surya Namaskar, and there are also 12 mantras that go with the postures. Why 12? Every year the sun passes through 12 different phases. In the West, these phases are known as the zodiac, and in the East, they are known as Rashi. According to Eastern astrology, each Rashi has a different mood, and because of this, each mood is given a different name. Each of the 12 names comprise the 12 sun mantras. These are not merely names of the sun, but every sound syllable contained within them is a vehicle of a basic energy represented by the sun itself. The 12 sun mantras should be repeated in their respective order as you move through the 12 asanas in Surya Namaskar. Watch the video to see the sequence and look at your workbook for more explanation. After a short time, you will remember the mantra for each pose and be able to chant the mantra as you do the practice. We also have a new pranayama sequence in the masterclass. I learned this sequence from Master Yogi Eddie Stern at the Chopra Center. I think all the pranayamas will be familiar to you, and it is so beautiful to have them combined. When Eddie does his sequence, he chants a special kirtan at the end. Instead of using it at the end, I have used the kirtan as the background music, and I really love doing this sequence with the background music, and I hope you will too. Several days a week I do the pranayama sequence before an afternoon 20-minute meditation, and that makes a very fulfilling 30-minute practice. The pranayama is wonderful preparation for meditation. In the new daily meditations, you will notice that we now practice saying, I am, our full name, then I am, our first name, and then you drop the name completely and change the I am to the Sanskrit aham. The reason for this is to practice neti neti. Neti neti is a Sanskrit expression which means not this, or neither this nor that. It is a keynote of Vedic inquiry. Adi Shankara was one of the foremost Advaita philosophers who advocated the neti neti approach. We will learn more about him in this course. He explains that the function of neti neti is to remove the obstructions produced by ignorance. Whenever a thought or feeling, which is not the goal of the meditation, that is, which is not the soul, the inner self, occurs to the mind, the meditator simply says, not this, and dismisses the thought, image, concept, sound, or distraction. It's about finding out what you are not. I am not my body. I am not my emotions. I am not this thought or experience. I am not this name. And it is said that finding out what you are not leads to knowledge of what you are. So the theory is if you negate everything that is not self, you are left with only the self, capital S. Also in the daily meditations, there is some time at the end to just rest. I find that after the pranayama and the meditation and repeating the mantra, the rest time at the end is when I most keenly feel the connection to source energy. You may feel the connection with your guides quite strongly at this time. If you like, you can pause the recording to get even more time. I hope you enjoy your daily practices as you delve into the master class. In your workbook is a summary of the law, the Mahavakya, and the affirmations, in case you want to use the sheet and meditate in silence without the recording. There's also a written summary of the Surya Namaskar sequence. If you have decided to work with oracle cards in the master class, you can add that to your daily practices. Namaste.